The settlement of every damage in China is money. Any accident, it could be intentional or unintentionally, the settlement leads to money. You cannot talk through issues like this. It's just money. Then the problem is over. Problem is solved. Everybody's happy.
你看你说怎么办？咱也不是故意，我也不是故意的。
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Simply Rodah, or you can just call me Rodah. Anything that suits you is okay. If it's your first time on this channel, thank you so much for clicking. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We really need your support, and you came on the right channel where we are campaigning for your help and your support. Support your sister. Just subscribe. We need to grow this channel and also bring awareness on many things that concern living in China as an expat, or living in China as a person who is married here and having children and have to raise children here, or even working but dealing with children. Now on this video, it's going to be talking more about that. Anyway, let me start by appreciating my returning subbies. If you are returning subby, thank you so much, honey, for clicking and coming back and always doing this for me. So I really see you and I appreciate you. And to share this video and as well as like the video if it resonates or if it speaks something that you probably be learning for the first time. Please give the video a big fat thumbs up, okay? So now, without further ado, let's just dive right into the gist of the story. And today, I think based on this title, you probably know what I'm going to. Kids in China, it's not easy as it is. There are so many things that comes with that there are so many things that you can't avoid. There are so many things that you cannot protect yourself from situations that may arise. Accidents happen every day. So this video is mainly for people who are teaching kids or people with kids living in China. So I'm going to be using reference of my own life and my own experience on dealing with children and issues that comes with that. So first, I will give you how I'm gonna drive this point and how you might see and learn from this. Okay, I have a 7-year-old son. Probably you know him, and if you haven't seen him, he featured in so many videos that are in my channel right now. So if you haven't seen him, you can as well after this video go there. You can check him out. His name is Tyler, and he's really energetic. Yeah, so you probably like him as well. He also has his own YouTube channel. There is the link to the his YouTube channel. So in this case, now I'm talking about what happened last week. You know, as a usual thing, I often take my car for car wash every Sunday afternoon. It's a routine car wash that I do weekly. So there is a place that we often go every Sunday to have the car washed. So last Sunday I took Tyler with me to the car wash, and while the guy was in the car, unfortunately kids are kids, they want to see what is happening within the car. So Tyler was just leaning by the window, and he was checking what's going on inside the car, and this car wash guy was cleaning the dashboard and stuff. So what he did, he went on to open the passenger's door with so much force that he didn't notice, or he noticed, I'm not sure about that because I was on the other side of the car. So he opened the door with such force that it bumped on my son's mouth, on Tyler's mouth, and with that hit, he broke his tooth. He didn't break the whole teeth, but he broke part of the tooth and he was bleeding profusely. So he cried for a long time, and the guy didn't really say much about it. He just said, that's what kids does. My son is also like the same. I don't know if he was well aware that the impact of the door that he opened and hit the child broke or did that. I don't know for sure, but I know he know that it's the door that hit my child, and he was crying. So he just gave him a toy and said, it's okay, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. You know, kids are like that. But for me, I was a bit angry because the way he was talking to me, he didn't put much concern about the impact or whatever happened, that the child lost a tooth, a part of the tooth because of that. So we just drove off and left. I didn't know what to do. I just thought maybe we have to just deal with it. He's my son. I have to deal with it by myself. So I took my son to the dentist, and the dentist checked and said, right now he can't really say much about it because it's still new. I have to wait for like a month or so to see if there was a problem. But if I'm in a rush, I can take the child to the main hospital for an x-ray of the tooth. But then he told me that if there's nothing they can do on the teeth, since it was a new tooth that just came, he lost his baby tooth, so it was a new tooth, so it cannot be replaced. They only have to fix like fake teeth and something like that. So Tyler went on to tell his grandma about this, and the whole family was really angry about this, and they were mainly concerned about what the guy said about this. So them knowing that he didn't say much, he just said that's what kids does, and kids are naughty, that's what happens, they were even more angrier. So the next thing we did, we head back to the car wash with the uncle, who was really mad at this. And when we got there, that was the day after, when we got there, the guy almost wanted to refuse, that he doesn't know that what happened, he is not responsible. And I reminded him that I also told him, my car, any hit or any impact or any emergency thing that happens like that was a very big bump, so my car definitely recorded that. So for him knowing that, he was a little bit scared, so he accepted that, yeah, it may have happened, but it wasn't intentional. Then I say, yeah, that's what you should say at first. I know you know for sure. And so my brother-in-law said he knows for sure, because any Chinese mom will not live with a child without settling a case like that. So you took advantage of me because I was a foreigner. So he thought nothing would happen to him, So to cut the story short, the conversation went back and forth, as you can see from the video, until the guy decided, because my brother-in-law just reminded him that we don't want money from him, we just want him to take responsibility, so we are going to go to the hospital with him and he'll be paying the bills and stuff. So for those who know, replacing teeth and issues like this, they're really expensive in China. Unlike just washing your teeth, having your teeth checked and stuff like that, routine checks, those are cheaper. But when it comes to fixing teeth and stuff like that, it can be really pricey. So the guy knew about that, and it's an important tooth. If it was a baby tooth, it was okay. We would not bother looking for him, because we knew he would still lose it and then grow a new one out of it. So, well, eventually the guy realized that he might be coming out a lot of money, so he agreed on settlement, which we think it was okay, but it's not what we think we will be using more money in the future fixing that, but it's okay. At least he took responsibility and at least pay something that was comfortable for him and us for the teeth. Okay, so my point here, where I'm driving is, if you are a parent with a child here, if anything of some sort, like the children are playing and another kid push your kid and your kid got hurt and something like that, the only settlement you can get in China is money. You can't have a settlement of them agreeing that, oh, we are sorry our child did this. No. In China, that doesn't work. So while you are in Rome, you have to do like what the Roman does. In China, problems are solved with money. So you have to accept them, or you have to accept or to let them pay you for the bills you are going to incur. Not just to pay you and pocket it. No, if you are going to take the child to the hospital, they should be responsible for that, and they know that, because as you know, with the one-child policy in China, it's a way that every family would like to protect their child from anything they want to protect their children. So if anything sort of happens, it could be like, I work in a kindergarten, I've seen cases like this where parents will come and check the surveillance system, they're checking the cameras and stuff like that, because the child came home with a scratch. And once they find out the reason for that, maybe another kid scratched their child, the parents of that kid had to pay for that damage their child did to another child. So that's what happens in China. So as a teacher as well, it may happen that you might mistakenly scratch the child or push the child, not intentionally. Remember, not intentionally. Even if it's a mistake, the settlement is money. That's what happens in China. So while you're in Rome, just be well aware. If you want to avoid this as a teacher, try as much as you can to be gentle around the kids. Try as much as you can to avoid such problems to happen, because even if kids push each other, the problem may also, besides the families dealing with each other, the problem may be put on the teacher who was in charge of these kids. They may be taken responsible for any damage that happened, any problem, any accident that happened, which means the teacher will have to pay, or the school has to pay for that. So while you're in China, one thing you must be well aware is, how to behave yourself when you're around the kids, how to deal with kids in general. When they're pushing and pulling, you always have to remind them to stay calm. You have to always remind them of the rules of not do what, no pushing, no running, no what, because it can be a huge problem when an accident do occur. So this is just what I wanted to let you know. So as parents, when you are coming here, there is also the same way. If your child has had a problem like that, you must also get compensation for that. So it happened to me before that a child poured some water on my computer, but I just thought he's a kid, and my computer just went dead, and now I can't use it at all. It was a MacBook, and I can't use it at all. So I had to go on buy a new one. I didn't inform the parents, but the school knew about what happened, and they didn't inform the parents as well, because I told them I think it's just being in trouble, it's just a kid. So I let it slide. But later now I realized that no, I shouldn't have let it slide. I should have demanded compensation for that, because that's what happens in China. So, well, this is it, y'all. If you didn't know, now you know. If sort of thing happens, you know what to do. The settlement of every damage in China is money. Any accident, it could be intentional or unintentionally, the settlement leads to money. You cannot talk through issues like this. It's just money. Then the problem is over. Problem is solved. Everybody's happy. That's it, y'all. So if you've watched until the end of this video, thank you so much. Don't forget to like. If this is something that you've learned that you didn't know, now you're aware of, also don't forget to share with somebody. It might help somebody who is a teacher here in China who doesn't know about this. It might help a family that is living in China that might not know about this. But I'm here to inform you and tell you. So right now, I will be giving you more bits and parts of information or things what you should know when you are living in China. So if you haven't subscribed, what are you still waiting for? Just click in that button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video, y'all. Thank you for your support. It's goodbye for now. Bye.